What's up, people? You're watching BRUDDC Entertainment. News headline of the day. Myself and the lovely.
Danny.
Today's topic is obviously the riots going on in Ireland at the minute, due to the asylum seekers. The riots and asylum seekers taking over four-star hotels. The locals are really not happy. Starting fires. What do you take on it, Danny?
Uh, I'll take it from both point of views. You got people. I mean, if there's people like you said about being attacked and stuff, I don't agree with that, and I understand why people get the ump from that point of view. I get that people have got to survive, and everyone over the world deserves a chance, but I don't. I do believe with people, like look after your own and then the rest. Like we don't get treatment like that. If we, you see a homeless person on the street, they don't go and help them. Um, but they help people. 5-star hotels and that. Come on, that's a bit over the top. But I do believe in helping others.
Yeah,
I'm a big helping someone that needs help. But it's sad that it takes it to the extreme where they're in these top hotels when you got your own people that are on the streets and stuff like that.
yeah,
No, it's a bit of both ways, really. But I
yeah.
don't believe. And I think if they've got passports and you know their general background, then fair enough. But I think if you're over here and you are causing trouble, I think you should be sent back home. I think there should be an agreement that's signed that if you take any criminal action over in this country, that you're sent back home, whether you've got family here or not. You've been told that from the start. We've not got enough strict rules put in place, like Australia and that have got strict rules. We don't have them strict rules. That's what's not set in stone here. But I do believe everyone deserves a chance in life, where no matter where you come from. There's people starving out there while we get helped. They don't get help, so I can understand their frustration. They just want to get fed and they want to be able to live like we do, and it's not
Mm.
equal across the world. So it's
I,
odd
th-
when it's
I think I
not.
think I think what a lot of the Irish people are complaining about is that it seemed to be a lot of just men. Basically, it doesn't seem to be any women, any children.
Oh
It just seems to be men. It just
yeah,
seems to be a load of men, and that everyone's a bit worried about that sort of thing. It's like we've got a lot of men. We've got a lot of men from Ukraine over here, and everyone's like, "Where's the women and children?" And why aren't the men fighting in their country? Because that's where they should. That's where they should. They
oh,
should be there fighting.
I get that. I mean, I think it's women. I think the children that should come first. I understand the men do come over here to work, but I think if they're causing shit and trouble, then you should be sent back. I don't care. I think that's fact, and I would stand up for that every day. Um, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad, and I don't get why it's all men coming over. And there's
Yeah.
no illness there either, is there? Because the families are back at home while they're causing right over here and doing whatever they want to do. I just don't think there's no boundaries or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously, I think like in anything, there's going to be there's going to be bad apples in every sort of every
Oh,
sort of pond. Every tree's going to have a set of bad apples, but I think if people are genuine need help sort of thing, but if people generally need help and they actually know they need help sort of thing, then obviously we if we can help them, we can help a certain number. We should have a certain number sort of thing that we can help, like. But
their money's less than ours. So I don't get why, if you're going to help the country, then go and help them, because the money over here is worth more money over there. So you could help more fucking
uh,
people.
and this is it, and this is my thing on asylum. This is my thing on immigration sort of thing, and it's this is there's been study after study after study. You can't help everyone. I think they said that you can't even help 1% of people in them countries, because 1% of those people equals like millions and millions of people sort of thing. You can't help that. So I mean, the simple small amount of people that you do help, with the amount of money that it costs us, like just you're talking billions every year in all sorts of court proceedings and stuff like that, and the amount it costs us to house and home. Like if then what I think with this immigration thing is they should have safe zones where between us, America, and the Western world, we're big enough to say, you know what, we're gonna put some safe areas in place in some of these countries, you know. Um, and also there's the safety element as well. Like I've been saying for ages, like we
And
between
I think
us,
that
between
goes in place. That's a good idea.
yeah, I mean, between us and America, we've literally destabilized the Middle East. So you've got all these countries that have had bombs just dropped on them,
Yeah.
their whole lives, their whole families destroyed, and then you think then you want to bring them to England? Are you freaking crazy? Like, you know, that's crazy, mate. I mean, you
I,
just think,
I know, but still, it's that to me that takes my heart because I think, wow, we don't have that. See, me, I'll take anyone in. I'm terrible like that, but I like to know that everyone's safe. You know, I'm one of them people. So, you know, I would take someone in from another country, but as long as they didn't.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you can help people and stuff like that, if you can help that and you want to help, then fine. But what I'm saying is, there's that's deep rooted hatred. Like, if you imagine this for instance. Imagine like if someone from imagine Afghanistan decided they wanted to bomb us and they blew up your whole family and killed everyone, and you were the only one that survived, and then they destabilized England, and then they said, you know what, we're going to take a couple of then they said, you know what, we're going to take a couple of you and bring you over and help you in our country. Can you imagine, like, the vendetta that you would have inside you? You'd want to just you it would turn you into a monster. You'd think, my family's been blown up, and then wait a minute, these people are going to actually let me come to their country, and especially in America where you can buy guns and shit
Yeah,
and you can get hands on
yeah.
guns. You have to be very careful with that.
That's what I'm saying. It's just not equal anywhere, is it? So it causes people to have this anger and this violent behaviour, especially like if they're all bombarding in the certain places. It's causing people to have this anger and frustration because of what we're having done to us by their country. But then everyone's not the fucking same. So
No.
it's hard.
It is
It is
hard.
a
It is
hard.
hard. With the thing with the boats as well, like they seem to have all these boats, random boats just turning up with people on them. What I don't get is we've got so much technology stuff now. Why can't we see them exactly before they even get anywhere near us? Why can't we see them? And then we should just invest in. I'm sure we've got a navy, a British navy. We've got a very good British navy. We get some boats. We find out where these people are coming from. Like, we've got cameras. When you see them, you pick them up, and
Maps and all, can't they?
they've got all sorts of stuff going on. You know, they can see
I
them. You know,
purpose to it's like people it's like the government wants everyone at fucking war.
it does seem that way. It does. It
And
honestly does seem that way. That they're trying to, like, really freaking.
they're not got the trouble on their doorstep. They're not got the anger. They're not got the frustration. But yet they choose to let everyone fucking be at war when there's
Yeah,
no need for.
definitely,
It's
definitely.
just,
There's that analogy with the red ants and the black ants, and it says that if you leave them alone in a jar, they'll
yeah,
they'll 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 live happy. But if you shake the jar, they'll start fighting. And it's like
yeah,
they'll start fighting each other, but they're not going to fight the
yeah.
person that shook the jar. So it's quite interesting.
I've never heard that. It's a good way to look at it though.
Yeah,
Learn
indeed.
something today.
Indeed, indeed. Anyway, that's us on immigration in Ireland for now. If you've got anything to say, me and Danny just give our honest opinion. We're not experts in journalism and whatever like that. We just give our perspective, so don't shoot us down. If you have an opinion, a different one to ours, then you're welcome to it, and we appreciate you for having it. Make a comment in the chat, and if there's something we need to be pulled up on, then we're happy to be pulled up on it. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us today, people. That was our little exclusive on immigration.